Hey everyone, I'm Jesse from Darkstorm Reviews Video, and welcome to my vinyl collection video. Finally getting around to making this. So this is over 210 records. I say over 210 because in my list that I keep, I have box sets and double LPs, and I just count them as one. So as for actual records, it's well over 210. I don't know, it could be close to 250, I guess, something like that. Anyways, I've got regular records to show you, picture discs, colored vinyl, 45, special editions, all kinds of neat stuff. So I'm going to start off with the 45s, because I don't have very many of those. I'll start off with the one that I showed in yesterday's quick little video, my newest one. The Batman theme on yellow vinyl, 45, Neil Hefti. Side 1, we've got the Batman theme, and on the B side is the Bertuzzi, which I think is from the show. It sounds familiar. And Stephen Colbert with the Black Bells. I jumped on this when this came out. I had to get this. This was really, really cool because I had already heard him perform the song live on the show when he was on the Colbert Report. So yeah, this was so it's got Charlene, 2, I'm Over You, and Charlene, I'm Right Behind You. It's awesome. So those are the only new 45s that I have. These are all used. Mostly bought for, I think, like 50 cents or something like that. So we got ZZ Top, Sleeping Bag. Oh, no. Sleeping Bag, well, that's the single, Sleeping Bag. And then we got the bonus track, Party on the Patio. Ghostbusters, the original theme. Ray Parker Jr. On side A, and on the B side is the instrumental version. Mars, Pump Up the Volume. Who remembers that from the 80s? And on the B side we got Antenna. Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right to Party. And on the B side, Paul Revere. Men at Work, Down Under. I've always loved that song, Down Under. So, but that's more, I think that's probably the only song of theirs that I really, really like. So when I saw the 45 in the bin, I just grabbed that. And the other side has Anyone for Tennis, which is, that's okay. And this one didn't have its own sleeve or jacket, whatever, so I just made my own out of plain paper. This is Rocket, Herbie Hancock. And that's it for 45, so we'll move on to the 12-inch. And from here on, it's all alphabetical. And I collect all kinds of music too, rock, metal, pop, lots of 80s stuff, jazz, classical, orchestral soundtracks, all kinds of neat stuff. The A's, I don't have a lot of A's. Antics, Baptism of Fire. I doubt anybody watching this video knows what this is. Antics was a local Ottawa band from the 80s. I saw this in a used store a few years ago and just like, wow, that's odd, that's obscure. I remember them from the radio. I'll grab it, why not? Not a great band, but it was pretty cool to have. They weren't bad actually, they were decent. So for all my records, I always buy from a local store around here. I always buy these outer sleeves to protect the jacket, and I always replace, unless they have a plastic lining, I always replace the inner sleeve as well with these nice plastic ones. They're 20 cents each. Totally worth it, especially since most records just come with those crappy white paper inner sleeves that are garbage. Some have like paper inner sleeves, but then they're coated with plastic, so if a new record comes with one of those, I'll just leave it in that. But if it's used and it's like that, I'll still probably replace it because that sleeve's probably dirty. AC/DC, Back in Black. This is an original pressing. It's Alien soundtrack, also bought used. Amazing soundtrack. Gotta have that. B is for Baby Metal. This is their first album, and this is I guess the second pressing or the international pressing. I was told after I bought this that the Japanese pressing sounded like absolute garbage, so, and I didn't even know that, so I'm glad I ended up getting this, just by pure luck, I guess. And also, it's a double album. on red vinyl, which is very cool. I have quite a few red vinyls actually. You can see right through it there. I don't know if you can on the camera or not, but pretty cool. There's the back there, and the inside gatefold. Cool. Metal Resistance, the second album, amazing album, awesome album. There's the back there. No colored vinyl this time, and no gatefold either, but it is a double LP. And this is the international or non-Japanese pressing. I don't know if there was a Japanese pressing. I looked to see if there was one, so that I could get syncopation on vinyl as well. So this has From Dusk Till Dawn, which is not available on the Japanese pressing, and on the Japanese version, I have two CDs that have, or one CD that has syncopation on it. But I don't know if there's a vinyl version. I haven't been able to find one. Bad Brains, gotta love Bad Brains. There's the back there. Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye. Black Sabbath, Volume 4. This is a reissue, repressing, new record. Mob Rules. This is also a new pressing. And then the rest of these are all original pressings. The first album, definitely one of my favorites. Love the Wizard. Master of Reality. You can see the embossed Master of Reality on the bottom of there. I don't know if you can or not. You know, a little bit. Heaven and Hell. Paranoid. Oh, this is a reissue as well. New pressing. Black Flag, In My Head, also new pressing. Wasted Again, Black Flag, also a new pressing. And Lizzie Borden, Visualize, this is original. And Lizzie Borden, Love You to Pieces, also original. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet, just because whatever. This was really cheap, and I was like, whatever, I'll grab it, whatever. I think I was on a major record binge that day, buying lots of cheap stuff. Bathory, Hammerheart, some Viking metal. This is actually considered to be the very first Viking metal album, and this is also a repressing, and it's colored. So I'm going to take this out. It's a double LP. I'll only take out one though. It's orange. There we go. Yeah, it looks too... oh, that looks good. But then here it looks too light. Whatever. Anyways, yes. Shiny orange vinyl. And there's the back. BioShock 2 Special Edition for the Xbox 360. I bought this not when it was brand new. I got it at a really good price. I think it was like $40 or something like that. X number of years ago. I don't remember how long ago it's been. But one of the many awesome things that this comes with is a vinyl soundtrack for BioShock 2. And the jacket is really cool. It's made to look like it's got like water damage all over it. Like it's been sitting at the bottom of the ocean in rapture. I thought that was awesome, that a special edition of a video game would come with a vinyl soundtrack. It's pretty cool. And the last of the bees, Beethoven, because why not? I mean, if you go to a used record store, you're going to find tons of classical box sets like this, and they're super duper cheap. Like this was $3 or $5. I can't remember. It was three or $5. And there's 4 records in here. And there's also a really good chance of you finding ones that have either not been played at all or barely played at all, because I guess a lot of people got these as gifts or whatever and never even played them, because that's actually what I've been told too by the record store owner when I bought this, because I pulled it out, one of the records, and it looks brand new. It does not look like it's been ever played. I've played these, so maybe they were played like once by the owner, but they're like super excellent condition. C is for The Cult, Electric. Amazing album, excellent production too by Rick Rubin. The Cult, Love. Cradle of Filth, Darkly Darkly, Venus Aversa. And this has some cool interior photos. And also some artwork on the inner sleeves, or photos again. Well, both. Artwork and photos. John Coltrane. I'm not a huge jazz guy. I got into jazz, I guess, just over a year ago. I listened to a bunch, and by far my favorite artist was Coltrane. So that's most of what I have. This is just called John Coltrane. It's a 3-disc collection, and it's all white. Pretty cool. Coltrane, Lush Life. Giant Steps, this is my favorite. Coltrane Sound. These are all new pressings too. Cheap Thrills, original pressing with cover art by Robert Crumb. Joplin on the back. Cinderella, Night Songs. I love this album. I had it on tape in 1986 when it came out, and I was really happy to find the record shortly after I started collecting again. Great album. And their second one, Long Cold Winter. Alice Cooper, Raise Your Fist and Yell. Killer. $1 Billion Babies. Welcome to My Nightmare. This is a really interesting album, all kinds of musical styles mixed together, really cool, and some guest artists like Kesha, which was actually pretty good. And this is the booklet inside. All the pages look the same, they're all like that. Dada. This has one of my favorite song titles. Former Lee Warmer. That's a great title, great name. Along Came a Spider. And here is the interior. And the vinyl itself is spiderweb vinyl. Really, really cool. I don't know how much, I think it translates fairly well on the camera. But yeah, you can see right through it, and it's supposed to look like a spiderweb color, which it does. Really cool. Inner sleeve. Welcome to My Nightmare. Constrictor. I saw Alice Cooper twice too in concert. What an awesome show he puts on. Love It to Death. This is a used copy, as you can probably tell. It's pretty beat up. Unlike the vast majority of used records I buy, this one did not sound very good. This was in pretty rough shape, so I ended up getting a new pressing shortly after. I'm glad I did. This sounds way better. But yeah, it's not a problem I usually have with used records. Most of them end up sounding really, really good still. School's Out. This is the German pressing, and as you can see, it looks like an old school desk, and it even opens up like one. I'll take the record out here for a second. So the top opens up, and it's just like an old school desk, and the bottom, you can actually open it up there and set it down like a table, like an actual desk. It's pretty cool. Flush the Fashion. George Carlin, Class Clown. This includes the 7 words you can't say on TV. And takeoffs and put-ons. D is for DRI, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, crossover. This is a reissue. This is the called the Millennial Edition, and it is on red vinyl. Four of a kind. Inner sleeve. Doctor Who, the music. This is when there were only 5 Doctors. It's a compilation album. I love the theme music. Tom Baker's my favorite. Def Leppard, On Through the Night. High and Dry. This is my favorite Def Leppard album. Especially like the songs High and Dry and Let It Go. Inner sleeve. Hysteria. This is a reissue. That's the inner sleeve. Pyromania. All the other Def Leppard albums are used. Dio, Holy Diver. Inner sleeve. Dead Kennedys, Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death. Daft Punk, Random Access Memories. It's the interior, and it comes with this nice booklet. Not too much to see inside it. Basically just that and that. Death Angel, The Ultraviolence. E is for Emperor, In the Nightside Eclipse, black metal. Very cool. And there's the inside. Europe, The Final Countdown. Gotta have that. Gotta have that. Eurythmics, I'm not a big fan of them, but I have 2 Eurythmics albums. I basically just bought them for 1 song each. They were only like $3, so I'm like, why not? Whatever. This one has, Missionary Man. I always liked that song. And Sweet Dreams. I like Sweet Dreams. I can't remember if there's anything else on there that I really liked, but whatever, why not? Force of the Blade. This is an old metal compilation, bonsai metal compilation. I think I had this on tape a long time ago, but I don't remember. But anyway, that was a cool find. Yeah, that's the inner sleeve there. Or no, it's just an insert. Sorry, it's not a sleeve. Fret 242 Interception. This is a 12-inch single. Just has quite unusual and aggressive on it. Pretty cool. And another Front 242 12-inch single, official version. Frontline Assembly, The Blade 12-inch single. Whole bunch of really cool remixes here of The Blade. And Frontline Assembly, Caustic Grip. The soundtrack for Trick or Treat by Fastway. I love this soundtrack, I love the movie. It's too bad there's no Blu-ray. And Fastway, all fired up. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. This is the reissue, repressing. And the inner sleeve has the original artwork, or original album artwork. Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead. American Beauty. In the Dark. Oh, and this opens up. The Very Best of the Goons, The Goon Show. Anybody who doesn't know what this is a comedy troupe. They're all radio, BBC radio recordings of a comedy troupe called The Goons that featured Peter Sellers. It's kind of like a precursor to Monty Python. Classics Volume 5. China Story. Very Best of the Goons #2. Classics. Gowan, Strange Animal. I like Strange Animal. I mostly bought this for Criminal Mind, which I think is an awesome song. And Ghostbusters, the original soundtrack.